Hello, Aries, and welcome to your reading. We're doing things a little different this time around. So if you let me know, what do you prefer with videos for tarot? Would you rather just have the view of the cards so you can look at them, or do you want to see the person pulling the cards? Let me know. I don't have a super tech setup here where I can flip and show you both. So we're just going to go with this for today. Okay. I just pulled a bunch of cards. So I've got 4 cards for you so far. We have the Eight of Pentacles, and it's so interesting because the Eight of Pentacles came up for me earlier today, just when I was asking, what do I need to be aware of and focus on? It was the traditional tarot. It wasn't this version. And I like this version, the Light Seer Tarot by Chris Ann. And this is showing that when you do the work, you are learning the phases of whatever it is that you're doing. You're perfecting how you use your tools. So I feel that that's for you, Aries, and I'm going to pull a clarifier with this Oracle deck. What's the Oracle deck called again? Soul Seeds Oracle by, and I always like to do that, Allison Williams Yee. When my daughter was little, we'd go to the public library, and whenever we would get books to read, I would always read the title as well as the author of it. So it's just kind of a little habit I still have 28 years later. All right, so we're clarifying the Eight of Pentacles. Ooh, and I have to say, she's an Aries. So it's interesting that that story came up. So clarifying the Eight of Pentacles, we have true. So if you've been wondering what you need to start working on to get better at, to perfect, if you will, that word I don't always like because we can judge ourselves on being less than perfect. But it feels to me that this is the true path for you to go down, Aries. And I really think if you delve deep into what that means for you, because being a collective reading, it's reading for all Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Phoenix, oh, um, Venus. So take what resonates for you. I always recommend that you read for those other parts of your birth chart if you know them, because it can give you a rounder view of things. So the next card that came is the Ace of Pentacles. And as I'm recording this, we've just finished the lunar eclipse, the harvest moon, and to me, the energy is still quite prominent. Um, and it feels like this is your opportunity to really stay focused on that one main thing that's going to be like the keystone in your physical world for this next little while. Now, let me pull a clarifier for that and just see what's what. Interesting. So we have view. So it really is, what do you see? What's your perspective as it pertains to this thing that you want to bring into your life? Now, I'm seeing three pentacles even. And the Three of Pentacles, even though it isn't here, but the Three of Pentacles is about community. It's about connecting with other people. It's about trusting that your gifts are needed and important in the community. And it's saying that not everyone is the same. You have to be willing to see yourself as integral. You don't have to be identical. That's why, going back to this Eight of Pentacles, I like this because I don't have the traditional one out. The traditional one shows somebody at the workbench with all the pentacles lined up that are all basically the same. So to me, it kind of has a different meaning depending on which deck you use. And if you are interested in learning more about tarot, I'm going to pop a link in the description where you can download a tarot freebie, for lack of a better term. Let's get on with your reading. We have another ace. Now we have the Ace of Pentacles. So along with focusing on what you can do in your material world. This is staying focused on the main thoughts and um, being aware of things that can trip you up. Let's pull a clarifier. Yes, curious. So stay curious about the different experiences that you can have. And it's interesting, this card, um, normally you wouldn't see fish and the ocean around. So it to me is saying be curious about how you're perceiving things compared to how other people are perceiving them. And all you need to do is focus on you. Everyone's going to have their own perspective. So it's up to you to trust that your perspective is what's going to work for you. But also don't be rigid. Be willing to see things from a different perspective if it feels right. Okay. It has to feel right. All right. So the fourth card that came up is the 10 of Wands. So letting go of the burdens, dropping them off as you go along. Again, I like this deck for this 10 of Wands because she's letting things go. She's not allowing the load to be too heavy. She knows when to offload things a little bit so that she can still travel a little lighter. Letting go of the baggage she doesn't need, but keeping the things that are essential and crucial to her, to the actions that she is taking. And we're going to pull a clarifier for that. Source. And I think what happens is sometimes if we take things on too much, we do deplete our sources, or we think we do. This is saying that source is always around us. What you choose to focus on will be your reality. So when it comes to taking actions, you can tap into the source you need to really pull through, to really get through to the end. Tens are about completion. So this is saying that you have it within you. And if you are nearing that completion and you're starting to lose your energy and or your motivation, this is a sign to persevere, to keep going, because the result is pretty much sewn up. If you just keep doing what you're doing, dig deep and push through to the finish line is what I'm picking up for you, Aries. Well, I hope you like this video. Please make sure you give it a thumbs up and read for your other sun, moon, and rising signs, and Venus or Phoenix, as I bloopered earlier. And we will see you in the next video. Peace.